Kamla and Scott back to talk about small forwards 10 through 1 as we approach the 09-10 season. And, of course, for years we have called these the legends, paying homage to maybe, possibly, probably the greatest three of all time, Larry Bird. I think LeBron James is going to have something to say about that before it is all said and done. But let's dive right in here. 10 through 6, and we start at 10 with a guy we think it's the biggest offseason acquisition in the NBA, the Lakers getting Ron. People think that, with Powell and Kobe and Lamar that Ron won't get his numbers. Something tells me. And we saw it in the preseason opener. He got his numbers in limited minutes. I just think he's getting his numbers this year.
And I agree with you. People have to realize Ron Artest is a student of basketball. He knows how to play. He can get into the right system. We all know he's had to get in there, get on the same page with Phil Jackson, and he will have a strong year.
And I think he's going to get his numbers within the flow. I don't think it's going to be going for his. Now, we move to 9, Shawn Marion. Last year, Toronto and Miami didn't deal with a point guard that was hooking him up like Nash back in the Phoenix days. Now he's in Dallas with Kidd. It's going to be that open court, random helter-skelter game that benefits Marion. I think he's going to be back this year.
Well, I think he's going to be back on track for 2 reasons. He's going to play some small forward. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays a little bit of power forward, too, and that gives him more minutes on the court. More minutes, more stats. Yes, he will be on point.
And Shawn Marion last year, in what felt like a down year, was still 51st overall across 8 categories. The problem was the threes totally went away. Maybe they come back this year. I'm just telling you. I think you're going to get nice value out of Shawn Marion here in 09-10. We move to 8. Stephen Jackson of the Golden State Warriors. Is he going to be traded to the Cavaliers? Will he stay the whole year with the Golden State Warriors? There are a lot of questions around this guy. I can tell you one thing, though. His assists are coming down, D. Scott. He was 6.4 dimes last year. With Curry and Monte healthy for a full year, he's not doing that, and that's why I got him down at 8.
Well, if he was smart, he'd wake up and say, wow, Monte Ellis, I know what he can do. Stephen Curry, I know he's going to be a part of the future. Imagine all 3 of those guys in transition in Nelly's offense. I think he can be a stat stuffer, but he has to get his head on right and want to be a part of the team.
It could be a weird year.
It could be a weird year. It could be. But
how do you come out and make that public trade demand when you're the captain of the team, when they just give you a boatload of money?
Something's wrong. Something's not on the same page, and hopefully he wakes up, because Monte Ellis and Stephon Curry, you would want to play with those young guys because they like to share the ball. And you like to share the ball. Like you said, 6.5 assists a year ago. Get your head on right. Get there in Nelly's system. And chill out, Steven, chill out.
Hey, he's in California, man. It's all good. Hey, Jack is a wonderful player, but his fantasy value this year, it's a little bit of an unknown right now. But this next guy, we know what we're getting out of. Paul Pierce, a.k.a. The Truth. He's the 7th best small forward to us. And the fact that he's number 7 speaks to how deep and rich the small forward position is.
No question about it. We argue about this every year. Is it the 2 position or the 3? But we'd say hands down, the 3 is the toughest position, the sexiest position, because you get the numbers, you're the team captain, and you proved when you're healthy, you can get it done in the finals. So I look for Paul Pierce to put up some big numbers this year.
He's a warrior. This guy never misses games. He's so consistent. He bangs threes. He steals the rock. There's nothing but love for Paul Pierce in terms of fantasy basketball, and I see no downside for him this year. Number 6, Carmelo Anthony of the Denver Nuggets. And again, you're like, Melo's 6th? Yeah, wait till we get to the top 5 in the next segment, but is it just me? Look at those numbers right there, okay? 22.8, 6.8, 3.4, they're solid. But I see him scoring more this year. Am I wrong or right on that?
I think you're right. When you have a point guard like Chauncey Billups that's going to set you up and put you in position, teach you, stop all the dribbling, get into Carmelo mode, score buckets, rebound, and play better defense. I look for a huge year from Carmelo.
I mean, last year he sacrificed for the greater good of the team, and I still think he's going to do that this year, but I'm just feeling 24 PPG, something like that. Not a huge spike, but more than 22.8. So that's 10 through 6 with the small forwards. We're coming back to give you 5 through 1. They're big names. They put up big stats, and you don't want to go anywhere. You want to check this out. Yes, LeBron James will be among the dudes we talk about when we talk about the top 5 small forwards. I think he might be number 1.
Maybe?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Probably.
Don't go nowhere.
Definitely.